Hey guys, Xaryu here, and today the season is over, 7.3 is out, and I am very excited to say that I got Gladiator on my Priest, my Rogue, and 2 Mages, so super epic end of the season. I did a 10-hour stream last night and pushed Glad on all of my characters. It was freaking awesome, so let's hop into this first game. Here I am playing on my Shadow Priest with Metaphors and Venom, and we're fighting Gareki, Jamili, and Peekaboo, Tempo Storm boys. This was an epic match, but I didn't really tell you guys on the YouTube channel that I was playing much Priest at all, and that's right, I wasn't playing much Priest at all. This is my first time playing my Shadow Priest in 3, 4, 5 months, something like that. Last season I got Gladiator playing my Disc Priest, if you guys remember, and just a couple days ago, one of my friends, actually Oz, said, dude, gear up your Shadow so we can run Shadow to Gladiator or rank 1, whatever, and I was like, maybe, okay, so I did, and then he bailed out. He's like, no, I don't want to play anymore. I was like, okay, but now I had a Shadow Priest kind of ready. I still don't have Concordance. I'm at 51 artifact power, or 51 artifact weapon level, whatever, and so I don't have Concordance quite yet. Still didn't have it in this clip, but I got, enough AP to kind of make it worthwhile. So I've been playing my Shadow Priest for a couple of days now, trying to kind of gear it up for that Gladiator push. And as you guys know, I've been gearing up my Rogue for that Gladiator push as well. So the Rogue, I have a Shadow Priest game for you guys today and a Rogue game for you guys today. And I'm kind of, these are some of the last final games. So this Shadow Priest game isn't my final game, but it was one of my final games. And then I just thought it was a good game to show. And then on my Rogue, the game we're going to watch later is my final game on Rogue. I played one more game. So I asked you guys, am I safe? Should I push? 2641 is what I was at. I was so close. I was like, oh, I don't know. Should I play another one? Should I just sit and just like risk it? So I ended up just playing another one, and we won. We went 1-0, and we're good. So I'm gonna play that game for you guys later. So got Gladiator on the Rogue for the first time ever. Got Gladiator on the Shadow Priest again after not playing for many months, and got 2 Gladiators on my Mages. So happy about the end of the season. So let's talk about this game a little bit. Backpedaling Jamili is to start things off. Perfect little mind control there on his Ebon Bolt cast. My Shaman goes in that full blind. We do stop the sap, though. I'm throwing the shields constantly on my partners. So I have macros to target Venom on, I have macros to target Metaphors, I have a macro to target myself, and whoever needs that shield most, I'm going to be throwing the shields constantly around to help them survive, right? Right now, the Mage and the Rogue are doing a go on me. This is Dark Archangel, big Ebon Bolt onto me. I actually Dispersion on that, because it's Ebon Bolt and Dark Archangel, so even though I was kind of high HP, I did use that Disperse, because if I didn't, then I would have had Disperse about 10%, which means they could kill me through it, or, it would just be harder to top me up afterwards. They do switch the pressure onto my Warlock, however. I throw that shield onto my Warlock, just nice little micro things there. Have the goal is to have triple dots out, triple vampiric touches out, so I'm getting as much healing as I can for myself, to keep myself sustained, but also so they are under pressure, right? So if I'm doing more dot pressure to them, keeping myself alive and hurting them, making them out of mana, we're going to be able to win in the long run. So that's kind of my strategy. Keep up triple dots, use Void Form, kind of rot all 3 of them down, and then use those Mind Blasts, use those support abilities to keep us alive. And this was one of the epic moments of the match. I'm actually going to pause that, replay that. Casting the Mass Dispel, Jamili there at 30% life. He's about to go into the Ice Block, Mass Dispel it off instantly, and I was screaming at this point. I was like, kill! But he didn't actually end up going down right here. We do get quite a bit of cooldowns. Venom is getting low. He does have his Unending Resolve. He has the Earth Shield from the Shaman. I throw a shield on him myself. Have a lot of defensives up on the Warlock, and I would put another shield onto the Warlock, but now they're switching to me. I don't have Disperse for another 9 or 8 seconds here. I do have Life Swap, though, if I need it. Shaman swaps the Earth Shield to me. One of the major key points of Shaman right now, guys, is that Earth Shield swapping. Metaphors is doing a great job of giving me Earth Shield when I need it, and swapping the Earth Shield to Venema when he needs it. Mind control the Mage on his Icy Veins, purge that Icy Veins as well, trying to keep them off of that, off of my Warlock during their Smoke Bomb go right there. My Warlock does survive, so 2 thumbs up right there. Keeping the spread pressure onto Jamili and a Peekaboo when I can, and I'm trying to even dot Gareki, but he's really, he has awesome positioning behind that pillar, so it's really hard to actually get to him. Out of mana right here because of that, of just spamming the shields. The shields do cost a lot of mana. We get Rogue's Trinket and Priest Trinket here. Another combination I like to do on the Shadow Priest, guys, is I'm playing Mind Bomb instead of Fear with this comp because we have Warlock Fear, right? So what I try to do is Mind Bomb the DPS with a silence on the healers. So it's just called Mind Bomb Silence, right? So I Mind Bomb DPS, silence the healer, we get big pressure. I am forced into my dispersion right here. The Shaman was full sheeped. I didn't have Earth Shield. I think the Earth Shield might have been on my Warlock there. Priest, though, 15% mana. My Shaman's a little bit higher, maybe 20-25% mana. So if we can just keep this up and keep rotating our defensive cooldowns between Dispersion, between Swap, between Warlock Wall, between Earth Shield swapping, Earthen Shield swapping, Spirit Link, Trinkets, if we just keep rotating our defensive cooldowns, keep up the offensive pressure, eventually they will crumble once this game gets further into dampening, because we do have that. Oh, I guess I failed to mention it is a Destruction Warlock, not an Affliction Warlock. We are playing with a Destruction Warlock, so they're just gonna crumble to the pressure of that Destruction Warlock MS effect from the Chaos Bolts. They're gonna crumble from the Shadow Priest spread pressure as time goes on. But once again, guys, I need to keep up these vampiric touches if I want to survive, right? I see my Shaman gets full kidney shotted, so I actually just kite out. Beautiful kiting there. Really nice job that I saw that was coming, so I shield myself and kind of just sprint away from the battlefield, so they couldn't really do too much onto me. Gormaz coming out of me, ton of rogue damage coming out of me. Mage gets pain suppression there, so they're really feeling the heat. Their Dark Archangel is popped. The Priest is, less than 10% mana now, so if we can just keep up this damage for a little bit longer, they won't have what it takes to survive. I have Dispersion coming back up here in about a couple seconds. We do use that Spirit Link just to sustain all of our lives. The Mind Bomb Silence coming out, big pressure onto the Mage. I shield the Shaman and I actually life swap the Shaman there as well. So now we have no link, no life swap. I'm getting low as well. A lot of our defensives are being used right here. This is definitely a very scary moment in time. I do get kicked. I can't disperse quite yet. Have disperse available though now if I need it. Shaman's hurting on mana too. My Warlock, he gets mind controlled. I can definitely just target him and purge that off because it is a debuff, right? So if I just, there it is, I purged off that mind control once again onto the Warlock. He gets mind controlled again. It's really short though, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Priest is doing a good job of sustaining his mana. Still about 10% mana. My Shaman is about 10% mana as well, so they're pretty much equal in mana. My Shaman's getting very low. He does pop that wall, has Earth Shield on himself, peeling with that Mind Bomb, peeling with the coils, peeling with the mind control, doing whatever we can to survive here. My Shaman gates away, I gate away to follow. Want to make sure we can reset, because we know if we just live a little bit deeper into dampening, these guys won't have what it takes to live against the raw pressure of a Shadow Priest and a Destruction Warlock, but we just have to keep rotating these cooldowns well defensively if we want to live. Pressure swaps onto Venom, and now he does use the wall. Throw a shield on to Venom, silence the Mage, mind control the Rogue. He does smoke bomb that mind control, the very nice smoke bomb there. Mind control the Mage, my Warlock is at 10% life. Put another shield onto him, throwing out another mind control. Do get locked out. The lockout's not bad though, because if it's on me, guess what? It's not on my Shaman. My Shaman can start free casting. Now that the pressure is kind of off, now I'm throwing out my vampiric touches once again. My Warlock is mind controlled. Can't quite purge it yet. The mana still 10% on both. At this point, this is about as low as they can get. Metaphor is such an amazing healer. Greki's such an amazing healer. They're not just going to let you die because they're a little bit It's going to take a little bit more than that. Dampening's going to have to kick in a little bit more. Do pop that Dispersion there. Kind of high life, so my Shaman doesn't have to heal through it that much. The Temp Shield's popped. I do purge it. Dark Archangel's coming out. Mage is getting very low. He does hop into the Ice Block. Full silence out onto the Priest. I don't have enough mana for Mass Dispel though. Dotting up the Rogue once again. Dotting up the Mage once he's out of that Ice Block. Throwing out those Mind Blasts. Rogue's getting low. Mage is getting low. Priest is getting low. Priest is out of Vim range, so he doesn't have that increased healing anymore. This is kind of what we need. We're all topped off. We actually don't have too many defensive cooldowns, but Mage blinks out there, throwing out the Shadow of Deaths on the Mage. He's 10% life. Can we kill him? Purge that shield, and he does go down. So nice game there, guys. This is one of the final games on my way to Gladiator on my Shadow Priest. Thumbs up. Wow, Peekaboo did so much damage. That was crazy. But yeah, we got to about 2,700 on the Priest, which should secure safe Gladiator. And I've only been playing my Priest for a couple days. Last time I played Shadow was like 5-6 months ago, so I was very happy with this performance. And now we're hopping into the Roast Master X final game of the season, playing with Metaphors once again, and Shifter, my man, the Boomkin, that I love playing with on my Rogue. And here in this game, I was a little nervous. I was playing on stream. There was like 1,500 people watching me. If we lose this game, it sucks because then we have to queue up another one. And it was 3:30 a.m. So there's only 3.5 hours left of the season at this point. So it's the season ends at 7 a.m. So I was like, we can't lose this. The pressure's on, and it's Versace, Mage, and Previ. Some amazing, amazing players. I was like, we have to do whatever it takes to win this game. They open up hard with a Hajj and a beam onto the Shaman. He does get that wall off, though. I'm just peeling in the opener, stunning the Paladin, stunning the Mage. Tried to stun the Boomkin, but he did get bopped. Dance symbols onto the Mage here, getting him very low. He does have that Temp Shield up, however. Put a lot of damage into that Temp Shield. Probably a mistake on my part. Probably should have just waited for that Temp Shield or waited for the Purge on the Temp Shield to use something like Gormaz into that, but that's okay. Trying to get a Restealth here. Looks like I might get it. Get that Restealth. Generally, I want to Kidney the Pally and go onto the Mage, so let's see what we do here. Kidney the Pally, Sheep Shot the Boomkin, Step, Dance, Sheep Shot the Mage. So nice setup there. Look at this cross you see, guys. Paladin full Kidney, Boomkin in that cheap shot, so we can't clone, can't peel, and now we're dancing on the Mage with all of our cooldowns. Let's see what we can get. Full clone onto the Paladin after that kidney shot. Boomkin's trying to peel with that Cyclone, but we do get that full Ice Block onto the Mage, so that's perfect. For this time being, I can kind of just hang out, reset. I can hit the Boomkin casually if I want. Boomkin's in the Cyclone, though. He does Trinket up. I get that Restealth and sap the Mage after the block, and the Mage actually trinkets that sap. That's something you want to keep in mind. Mage is in Hypothermia for another 15 seconds. He has no Trinket available. I get really, really excited when I see this. I'm doing more damage onto the Mage, get my Nightblade up so I can start doing a ton of damage onto him. I step kick his Frostbolt, okay, step kick Frostbolt, full kidney onto the Mage so he can't, blink out and get out of there, and then I smoke bomb the Mage, pop the Cold Blood, the Dance, and boom, Mage goes down in that smoke bomb. I was so happy here in this moment. Once again, this was the final Roastmaster game to secure Gladiator. I ended at 2650 something, 2660 something on my Rogue, so that should be good enough for Gladiator. Epic end to the season, guys. Hope you enjoyed the road to Gladiator on my Rogue. Only started playing Arena or 3v3 on my Rogue a couple weeks ago, and I've kind of documented all of that here on the YouTube channel. So from 0 to Gladiator in a couple weeks. Never even been, I don't think, a rival or even duelist on my Rogue before, because I've just never queued 3s. This is my first title, very excited. And the Shadow Priest games kind of came out of nowhere. A week ago, I was 2k rated on my Shadow Priest, or I was playing Disc and Holy at that time. Played Shadow, went straight up to 2700, so I was super happy with those games as well. Guys, if you like this end of season footage, I have a ton more where this came from, all the way from 2k to 2700, all on my Twitch channel. If you guys want to see more of that footage, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. If you guys didn't like it, thumbs it down. Talk to me in the comments about what you guys want to see next time, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace!